Welcome back, everyone. And we are live on Facebook, so I'm loving that. That's a whole new thing that we're doing. So, we've been doing it for a while now, but people love it. So we'll be sharing that afterwards, and it'll just keep on going and going and going. And check everybody out that's been on the show today. Now, I want to keep on going with Charlene some things, because we've been talking about Deer Valley Academy, and this, again, people who didn't hear this, they're 9 through 12 charter high school, which it's a little different. Everybody thinks that Academy makes for little kids, but no. This is for 9 through 12, and it's a charter high school, and it's free, and anybody can go. I want to talk to you a little bit about your experience. I mean, tell me tell me how you like it.
I like Deer Valley Academy very much as a school.
What was your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about it, well, when I first went in, my first day of school, I was terrified. I mean, every kid is probably scared the first day of school, right? I was terrified, and as soon as I walked into the classroom, the teacher first thing was friendly, like just open arms, and I was like, oh, okay, but this is comfortable. I feel very comfortable there.
So now that you have been there, can you say what your plans are now that you've graduated? Do you know what you want to do?
My plans after high school, I am going to college. It's always been my thing to do is go to college, and I'm trying to get my bachelor's degree in archaeology and theology.
Now, do you mind if I ask you how old you are?
I am 19 years old and going to be 20 this year in September.
So how did you get there? What you said that you were having some issues in your other class. Was it grades? Did you just wasn't working at those other? What was the problem?
There was a lot of multiple things and issues and problems that I probably don't have enough time to talk about at the moment. But it did have to do with grades, people. Teachers, some teachers at the schools that I've been to seem not to really care about kids' education and just for them to pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you have, when you got into the classroom, you had said, Barbara, that you have small classes. Mm-hmm. So did you like that? Was it more one-on-one, being that it was more intimate?
Yes. Absolutely. Because of the fact that it's much smaller, it feels more like the spotlight's on me, and I don't want to seem conceited about it, but yeah, it's more like
that's
this.
Okay, you're in the paper, you should be really excited about it.
I don't it's really good. I like it.
It was a good thing.
Yeah.
And you're excited, and congratulations, because you know what? You got your high school diploma, and you're going to go to college, and kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
I want to talk a little bit about the 6-week sessions, okay? Because that's kind of different. Okay, go ahead.
Typical high school has 6 classes. It goes on for 18 weeks from August to December, and then our second semester typically, not always, starts up in January and goes until May, June with graduation and or promotion. We take a different philosophy, and that is that if you just, instead of worrying about 6 different personalities in your teachers, 2, we're going to give you 2, and you're going to spend twice as much time with that person, and with that in mind, you're able to get your credits. So within 30 days, a student can get a half or full credit, depending on if they go to school from 3 to 5:30, do they go from 5:50 to 8:20, do they go from 3 all the way to 8:20. Okay. And so basically they would get a credit, and we have 6 different sessions a year, including our summer school, and those 6 credits equal the same 6 credits that students take at the comprehensive high school, at the larger schools. And we're just finding that concentrated effort and then finishing a course, getting the credit, and moving on is something that is very powerful for them. It's not like they have to wait 6 months to see the end result.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. Because some of them obviously are older, because they're going back, they've had to work too. And so you make that convenient so that they can do that, correct?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why students like the 3 to 8:30 schedule. They can go in and go into a job that's a 6 to 2 kind of a thing, or an 11 to 2:30 kind of a thing, and almost all of them need to work.
Now, you worked, right?
Yeah.
And how did you find it easy to be able to work and go to school at the same time?
Yes, because of the fact that the time from school runs, I'm full-time. That's all I do is go to Deer Valley Academy. I go from 3 o'clock to 8:20, and I have work in the morning. So it works very well for me because I work at like 9 to 2, and then I go home, get ready, and go back to school. It's like I'm doing 2 jobs in the first place.
And that's okay. That's perfect. But and let me talk about the classes. I want to say, what kind of classes do you offer there?
We offer all the required classes to graduate in language arts, social studies, math, science, and then we offer a potpourri of electives like sociology, psychology, today's teen, single survival, a lot of different...
Single survival. I should have taken it. No, I'm sorry.
It's a very powerful class.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They do.
Because a lot of them might be.
Many of them are moving into apartments, and some do live in apartments, and so they have a budget, and they have to learn to follow the budget, and that as well, too.
Absolutely. What's your favorite class?
My favorite?
Talking to the mic. So
my favorite class? I'm trying to think because I've been there for a while and I don't really remember which my favorite class
Well,
was.
right now, is there anything that
Right now, none.
No, because you're not, because you're out?
I mean, it's fun to go there as a school, but like to just learn about it. It's government and econ. They're not fun classes, but the teachers are fun. So.
But the fact is that now you're almost done, and so
Yes.
right, you can say that. But for what would you say for you what the consensus is, what they say about the school?
Generally, students will say they feel warm. It feels warm, caring, friendly, supportive. There is that emotional, social support that they might not have gotten in another place. And then the other piece is the academics. We are held to the same standards as any other public school. We report to the Arizona Department of Education. We report to the charter board. We have audits. We have financial statements. We have everything that any other school district has to do, we need to do, and sometimes even more.
Well, I'll tell you something. There are people out there right now that the kids just graduated. Some of them might have not graduated, which is, we know that, and this is an option. This is an option for you. Maybe you never graduated and you want to get that, or you know somebody. A lot of people know someone who didn't, and so this is an option for you. When they call, do you sort of direct them as to how they register and all of that, or do they do that online, or how does that work?
Well, we tell them they still have to come in person, but you can.
They want to see you.
You can download all the paperwork, do that ahead of time, come with all the appropriate information. If they're coming as a full-time student, they have to go through intake with our counselor, and that is, why are you here? How many high schools have you been to? Where are you with credits? What do you want to achieve? Are you working? She goes through all that. And we do that with other students who are doing dual enrolled, which means they're going to the comprehensive high school during the day and coming with us. What's interesting about summer school, and I'm getting ready for it, is within a week, all the 5 high schools in Deer Valley School District will graduate, and there will be some students that will not make it, and they probably are finding out about it right now. They can come to us in the summer, pick up that half credit or credit, turn around, take it back to their particular high school and get their diploma. Because as of right now, their diplomas are printed. Their names are in the program and they're ready to go. But there's always a few that fall through the cracks right there at the end of the semester. And I like that the best. Almost one of the favorite things I like to see is being able to pick them up and let them still graduate, even if it's not from us.
So, okay, how do they do that? Because it's right around the corner.
We have registration dates every Tuesday, Wednesday from 3 to 6:30, now straight through May into the month of June. As a matter of fact, we are going to register anytime you want, from 3:30 to 8:30, Monday through Thursday. We're there. Come on in. We'll sit down and talk with you, see if we can help you out.
Well, I'll tell you something. I think it's really neat. Now, you want to go up on their website and check them out. It's deervalleyacademy.org, and their phone number to register is 602-467-6874. Again, tell them where you're located, but that anyone can go from anywhere. Go ahead.
51st Avenue in Union Hills, and anybody can come. If you can get there, you're welcome.
Charlene, how far away did you come? You told me it was a long way.
Yeah, I only had enough credits for a sophomore, and I was a senior basically already, so I came a long way from that.
But how far do you travel to get there?
Oh, that's what you meant. Sorry. I travel, it's located, like you said, around 51st Avenue in Union Hills, but I live about 57th Avenue and like around Cactus.
So it's not around the corner, and that's what we're trying to get the point at, is really anybody can go to your school. And you just have to have a little bit of a conversation with them. They're going to try and see how they can help you out. If it's you or someone that you know, let's tell them about this. This could change their entire life. Earlier, they just said all you need is a high school diploma, and it means everything. What are your final words, Barbara?
I would say that if you've been thinking about a high school diploma, I just heard a story of a woman who was 42 years old, went back to high school, and it had bothered her forever and ever and ever. And so when I have a chance to talk with students, that'll be the very first thing that I say when they start talking about a GED or they're going to drop out. And we start talking about that diploma. It'll nag you forever and ever. It's important to get.
Absolutely. Again, you want to give them a call. You can call them at area code 602-467-6874. Check them out on that website. It's deervalleyacademy.org. You can also go there, and they're going to do a tour for you. Check it out again. It's deervalleyacademy.org.